Luke Thomas been on a soy rant the last few days. Well, Luke Thomas is soy, so it makes sense for him to be on a soy rant. You know? There's no way O'Malley defended Dana. No, there's a quote from it on MMA Ireland. This is literally the quote. You can quote this from Sean O'Malley's podcast. I feel bad for Dana. His wife slapped him. That is rude, and it deserves a slapping back. Oh my God. Jesus. Just based O'Malley. No thought about anything there. He did not think about headlines at all when he said that one, boys. That is a wild quote. That is a wild quote. He really should have maybe taken a second and reworded it, but that's how it came out. That's rude and it deserves a slapping back. There we go. People have defended him on MMA Island comment sections. Even Chase Sherman is saying that unless it's self-defense, 95% of the time female physically assaults another man, it's because she's looking to get that very result and reaction she got at that moment. It's obviously not to physically harm him. Now, no blow from a female is going to hurt more than the regret and humiliation he's going to have to face now, especially in the public eye. That's a 10-8 round for the chick right there. Blow to the face and destroyed his dignity, gets none of the heat. Isn't being a man fun, says Chase Sherman. Giga Chad based Chase Sherman there. There we go. It doesn't look good, does it? It really doesn't look good. Thank you for the $5 New Zealand dollars, Isaac Thompson. Francis in full medieval armor versus angry male chimpanzee. Who wins? The medieval armor will be worse for Francis Ngannou. It'd just make him so clunky, and his range of motion would be terrible and limited, and it'd just make him easier to destroy by the chimpanzee. So definitely the chimp. Thank you for the fire. I believe in Ngannou without the medieval armor more than with it on. You know, I mean, that shit's heavy as fuck and limits you to like singular rotations and shit. I want to Mia Khalifa too. No, I just don't like Mia Khalifa because she did a whole thing about how like I was done wrong by the porn industry and I deserve this and I think they should take down all the videos and let me live my life now. I've made my money from it and all this type of shit. And I'm like, didn't you get didn't you get anal in a fucking burqa and disgrace an entire religion? Yeah, you know what I mean? She literally got like DP anal in a burqa, like a religious scam, just for like probably like a couple thousand. And now she wants to play victim. Like, fuck you. Guru with respect for Islam. I would like, don't play hypocrite, you know what I mean? Start acting like a victim when you've just disgraced a fucking religion, you know? Saw someone suggest Holloway versus Oliveira 2 at lightweight. Who do I think would win that? I think Oliveira would win against Holloway at this point. You got to have power to beat Oliveira, in my opinion, and Holloway just doesn't have that pop in his shots. So he couldn't bully Oliveira early on. And I think he would give up. He'd be on the back foot and he would give up some kind of back position. So I'd go Oliveira, but, you know, that'd be a good one for Oliveira. Try and get a loss off of his resume. Thank you for the £2. Fight Milk. Hooker calling for the big money Moicano fight on Twitter. Yeah, man. Make that fucking fight, man. Listen, man. Renato Moicano needs to fucking get his shit together, man. Why won't he take that fight? That's a really good ranked fight for Renato Moicano. Are we literally still not got a fight for Hooker on that card? That's crazy. Think about that, chat, right now. Like, it's absolutely crazy. Dan Hooker ranked, wants to fight in February. No lightweight is up for it, man. No lightweight is up for it at all. Crazy. Boom, 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 boom. Scraps on. Contract time. It's what I do. So maybe it is Renato Moicano. That'd be good. Thank you for the $2. I appreciate you, Dana Wide. Impression of Gaethje making excuses for Fiziev. Impression of Gaethje making excuses for Fiziev. I he doesn't make excuses, but he'd say something like, you win some, you lose some, you know? You win some, you lose some, and sometimes I lose them. You know, I throw myself into the fire every time. No excuses, you know, but man, I wish the referee would have let me die. Something like that. Dude, he's screaming at the camera, dude. Luke Thomas screaming at the camera, like, go fuck yourself, you liar. Like, people would defend if John Jones if we didn't know anything about John Jones in any type of domestic violence or anything like that, and he got slapped hard by a girl and then slapped back, people would still make some defenses in the MMA world if he had no prior history to anything like that. But Luke Thomas is trying to make the case that if it was Colin Kaepernick or John Jones or a black person, no one would defend them being physically violent. You know what I mean? Where people still act like John Jones isn't an issue, where he beat her into a bloody mess. You know what I mean? It's crazy, dude. Luke Thomas is just a little bitch. Thank you for the $10, Toonie Time. Thank you for the $5, Tall Toad. I appreciate your $5, good sir. Watched LT until his thumbnail said we need gun control. As an American, that's ludicrous. I mean, chill. I'm not even going to get into that side of it. We're not going to get like a completely like political side against his, but here he's just going on like a weird soy boy rant about things, about people defending Dana White, but in the very same sentence he literally went on to say that his wife is completely in the wrong as well and he needs to go out and do this. Like he's basically just virtue signaling here, you know what I mean, and acting like people treat black people differently if they do bad things. But the fact is Dana White does not have the fucking history that John Jones does. So yeah, I need to make a full video on Luke Thomas because he needs to be stopped. Just because you have a micro penis, you don't have to take it out on your audience. You know what I mean? Like it's tough, but he needs to prove something somehow, I guess. Thank you for the $5 flat pick OM. Do you think it was the first time Dana and his wife traded blows? It doesn't matter. It's the first time we know of, and it's the first time anyone ever knows of. So if it is the first time or not, it doesn't matter. The way you respond to the situation should be based on how much you know has happened. In our minds, that's the first time we've ever seen Dana White do anything really badly publicly in a physical manner. You know what I mean? And I can't believe at this very same time, he's covering the fucking Gervonta Davis, Hector, Luis Garcia fight as well, with what's gone on with Gervonta Davis. Yeah, I mean, I'll have to find out if he knew that the charges from the wife had been withdrawn at this point, or if he didn't. Because if he didn't, then he's just so hypocritical. Luke Thomas getting pegged by his wife's boyfriend impression. I don't know. Go into detail on how you'd whip Floyd in a street fight. I just think I'd manhandle Floyd in like a strength on strength situation. So I'd get him to the ground quite easily, I reckon. And he's very small. And his hands are very small. And he's not very powerful. So if I needed to take one shot, I think I could if it was to get to a clinch position or something like that. Thank you for the 25 months of membership, PAZ909. Chael Sonnen is the GOAT for his latest NFL take, big balls incoming. I don't know what he said about that, but I'll have to check out afterwards. You would gas and die. Now, all I need to do is get a hold of him. He wouldn't let you get close, but he doesn't have a choice. He's too small. Yeah, I mean, thank you for the $2, Princess Lioness. If Bilal and Levy were to fight, who would be the heel? If Bilal and Levy were to fight, who would be the heel? Levy, probably. Naturally, it'd be Levy in that way. He would light you to fuck up so quick, son. No, I don't think so. He has legs and footwork. It doesn't matter. Like, I'll just get a hold of him and take a shot in the meantime, and he's getting ragdolled to the ground instantly. And then once he's on the ground with me, I'm just like literally 80 pounds heavier than him, I think. Thank you for the $2. I appreciate you, the big G. How much does Floyd Mayweather weigh? I'm 240. How much does Floyd Mayweather weigh? Probably like 160, I'd say. right? He stays in like fight shape pretty much. Would it be unethical to support a Down syndrome MMA promotion, or would it be unethical to oppose it? I don't know. I mean, it'd be unethical to support it. I don't know. Because the thing is, you'd have to be like confused about like how they're sort of signing their deals and what they're sort of being convinced to do with the contracts and stuff like that. So that's where the sort of unethical part of it would lie. Like, who's getting them to sign the contracts and shit like that would be the main question that would need answering, you know? Dum 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 dum. Floyd Mayweather would get beaten up in a fight, dude, by a lot of people. Hey, chat, who wins in a fight in the street? Floyd Mayweather or... Let's put it this way. Floyd Mayweather or someone his size who's a college wrestler. Someone who's exactly his size. 5'5", 165 pounds. In the street. In the street. Floyd Mayweather or a college wrestler who's his size. College wrestler ragdolls him in the street, dude. Ragdolls him. You ain't getting one punch knockouts in the street at 160 pounds. 5'5" as Floyd. You just aren't. A wrestler would like fucking dunk him on his head on the concrete and it'd be over with. You know what I mean? Floyd wouldn't even know it was coming. He'd just be like, "Oh, come on now, come on." And then, oh no. And he just hoisted up on the guy's shoulder trying to punch him and grab his shirt. And he just gets dunked on the ground. And that's his size. Who has worst fight IQ in MMA? Top 5 people. Who has the worst fight IQ in MMA? Top 5 people. Worst fight IQ in MMA? Probably... Shit. Chat's going to have a lot of answers for this. Kutalaba is definitely up there. Darren Till is up there as well. Justin Gaethje, Cody Garbrandt, and Michael Chandler. That's what we're going to go with. They're more high-profile, bad fight IQ fighters. Obviously, there's some unranked guys that are worse, but yeah, those are the ones. Left hand for Bart, right hand for Melons. Left hand, I guess, for Bart. Here, Rogan and Portnoy are arguing about Tommy Fury. Yeah, Portnoy's wrong because Tommy Fury is an actual boxer, but he's just not a high-level boxer. But what people did, because they thought that Jake Paul was going to be fighting Tommy Fury, is to stop giving Jake Paul credit. They need to make sure Tommy Fury is seen as a garbage boxer. Whereas, if anything, Tommy Fury is just like better than a journeyman boxer. You know what I mean? Because he's beaten the journeyman boxers. So that's at least is what we can give him. He's better than a journeyman. You know? But yeah, he's not a top-level boxer at all. But he is a boxer. That's a fact. Like, he has amateur like title wins and shit like that. So he is a boxer. But in boxing, people only are used to... It's because Jake Paul started the phenomenon of watching non-championship boxing matches. Whereas in boxing, for years, people have only really watched title fights, other than like really hyped up prospects that are on the come up and shit like that. But mainly, even boxing fans, they only watch title fights. And then they learn about the contenders when they're fighting for a belt. Lasagna. Thank you for the $5 Ben. Impression of Usman's dad bringing home a bag of performance-enhancing drugs from work like it's McDonald's for the kids. All right, son, you need to eat up your HGH, eh? Usman, hurry up with your food. Your brother is going to evolve your HGH today. I tell him, Mo, I say you eat off of Usman's HGH if you finish yours too fast. Thank you for the $2. That's all of it was. Thank you for the $5, dude. Appreciate you, Ben. Thank you for the $5, Sammy Silver. I appreciate your $5, good sir. Andy Ruiz trying to justify... Sorry, Dana White slapping his wife to Casey O'Neill impression. Who wants to see your third slap? I don't know. What do you want from that? To Casey O'Neill? I want to see a third slap. I want to see the third slap. In case you don't know how hard a slap can be. Thank you for the 10 euros rational. I appreciate your 10 euros, good sir. Change. Thank you very much for the $2, Gina Carano. Dom Cruz mentally abusing wife impression. You know what? I'm not going to fuck you tonight because you need to fuck yourself. Because that's all you're going to do. Just like you feed yourself in the morning and don't go out and do your own workouts. How about that? How about you lose some fucking weight before I stick my dick in you? You're not getting any attention from me. No more paychecks. You can pay the rent yourself. I'm leaving with Dojo. All right? Thank you for the $2 Canadian. No one in particular. Which fighters get caught for PEDs in 2023? Jones again. Thank you very much for the $2, Gina Carano. Dom Cruz justifying breaking into your house impression. Hey man, you left it open, you know? I barely had to push on the back door, and in I was. You didn't game plan ahead, man. I'm always 2 steps ahead, you know? As he's in cuffs outside with the police, as they ask me if I'm pushing charges. How much training do you reckon you need to take a milli at PFL? Jesus, dude, a life of training. Who would you fight? True Geordie. Would be a great matchup. Because I just think, mainly because at a press conference with True Geordie, there's no way I lose. You know what I mean? Just because of how much dirt is on him with his DMs, there's no way I lose at a press conference. Imagine the scenes of Geordie trying to like get angry at me at a press conference. And I'm just there like steadily reading out his DMs one by one off my phone. Doing his accent for his parts and the woman's voice for the woman parts. I think he'd just lose his mind at the press conference. Thank you for the $10, Cannoneer. What's Poppin' Guru coolest name in each division? Coolest nickname in each division. We'll do the rankings. Right? The God of War. It's in Brazilian, it loses a few points, but that is a really, really good nickname, I think. God of War. No one has that, you know? Dustiguera. So I think Figueiredo's got to win it there. Sugar Sean O'Malley's cool, but No Mercy. Piotr No Mercy Yan. Come on. Alexander the Great's pretty lame. Holloway's is lame. Pantera's pretty lame. What's Brian Ortega's nickname? Low T City. Oh, T City. Yeah. Josh the Goblin Emmett. I can't remember who's got a good nickname at featherweight, to be honest with you. Thug Nasty, probably. Something like that. Everyone's just listing. Money Moicano. Yeah. Iron Michael Chandler. Iron Mike Chandler. Dubronx is a cool nickname, yeah. The inbred Islam Makhachev is another good nickname as well. Wonder Boy is just a cool little name. The Wolf is pretty generic for Chimaev. Is the Weasel the best MMA YouTuber besides you? Yeah, but he doesn't put in the effort, bro. So he's far second. Yeah. Go on, then. Go on. You can have the name and the title of it, you know. Go on, pussy boy, you know, Ross and a thing. Killer Shaw was cool, but that was never his nickname, though. That's the problem. Will you scam members tonight? No, we're going to do members. Should we do it now? I'll probably go now, yeah. All right, Toodle Pip. See you later. Thank you for tuning in today, guys. I'll see you tomorrow. I'll be on Jesse on Fire's stream tomorrow as well. Members, no, don't write me off, Rigo. Members, go to the community tab. Non-members, I'll see you tomorrow with content galore. And I'll be on Jesse on Fire's stream, so go check it out. See ya.